What if I told you that you could build an entire app without writing, reading, or even touching a single line of code? Tell AI your requirements and don't code. No writing, no reading, no monkeying around. Just accept what it gives. For someone like me with 25 years of experience dealing with the code, this feels insane, but this is the world we are heading to. They call it vibe coding. This idea has been around for a while, but after this tweet from Andrew Karpathy, suddenly everyone is talking about it. And just like that, the name stuck. So I decided to give it a try. And frankly, I struggled to get the real vibe. I couldn't just let AI do its thing. My instinct was to make the prompts precise, and that is just not the vibe coding way. Then I had an idea. What if I give this to someone with zero coding experience, no baggage, no hesitation, just vibes? So I handed it over to my Gen Alpha daughter, no coding experience, no AI prompting tricks, just vibes. And she built an entire gaming app just like that. For me, I'm already living in a science fiction. For her, the AI is too slow. This is more than just AI writing code. This is a complete shift in how we think about software development. The question is, are we ready for it? So I have been coding with AI for a while, and if you have seen my earlier video on the code assist, I told there are broadly two ways of AI assisted coding. First, there is this chat based approach that you ask AI to generate logic and it writes the code, but you still manually integrate that with your project. This works great when you need a method or some logic or maybe a class file at the most. For me, this is already a huge productivity boost. Why? Because AI does the heavy lifting for me. It is fast and it generates the high quality code that honestly outperforms most developers. And the second, there are these code assistants like GitHub Copilot, Oracle Code Assist. So these live inside your IDE, helping you in real time. So they are more context aware and feel more semi autonomous. So they read your project, generate more than just the methods and classes. They can even write documentation, unit tests, and the boilerplate code, taking the productivity next level. So AI generated code is amazing, better than most human developers. But here is the thing, I never fully trust it. I reviewed every single line of code because for me, the code review is fundamental. I used to push my team to review each other's code. And even with AI, I still did the same manual reviews because, to be honest, we are all afraid of human errors and non human errors. But now, vibe coding throws all that out of the window. No writing, no reading, no monkeying around. That was a mental block that I had to overcome. When I first heard about vibe coding from Andrew Karpathy's tweet, I thought, okay, let's just try this. You are not supposed to micromanage AI. You have to trust it. That is when I decided to test it with my Gen Alpha daughter. So before I handed over everything to my daughter, here is a quick disclaimer. I did the initial set myself using the Cursor AI IDE, which acts as the code agent. And I configured some basics like the project structure, the cursor rule, the tech stack. I set up the project using Next.js to just give the AI the right context before my daughter took over. For the real vibe coding experience, you should use some speech input methods like Whisper to talk to the AI. But in my case, I was using a Mac Mini without a mic. Instead of whispering, my daughter had to chat with the AI. But honestly, whispering would have been a real vibe. And here is what happened. She did not write structured prompts like I do. No over explaining, no prompt engineering. She just chatted with AI. And somehow the AI is understanding her better than my carefully crafted instructions. While I was amazed that AI could build a game in minutes, she was impatient. Why is it taking so long? She was asking. And that is when I realized our expectations from technology are really different. For a digital native kid, even minutes feel slow and they expect instant results. And that is a huge cultural shift. And frankly, that is a different topic altogether. When something is broke, she does not need to analyze any log or trace errors like a developer would. She just told the AI, oh, it's just glitching in her Gen Z, Gen Alpha lingo. And that's all she needed to do. After spending some time, she actually made the game better and better. At this point, I realized it is not just about coding. It is not just about AI writing functions or classes or generating the full application. It is a way we develop software is fundamentally changing. The requirement specifications are not written down. It is just being whispered to AI. Debugging, tracing, testing, delivery, deployment, all of these are evolving into something completely new. We are shifting into a world where the old way of software development might just fade away. Now, here is where my old school skepticisms kick in. Is it just for prototyping? What happens when something changes? How about the maintainability? What about the technical depth? How do we support that? And are there enough guardrails? Could AI generate dangerous or insecure code? I'm starting to think that might not matter anymore. Sure, AI is not perfect today, but at the speed it's evolving, how long before it truly replaces the traditional coding? This is not just a change in the workflow, it is the shift in the entire philosophy of software development. I know the internet is split again. Can vibe coding build real apps, or is it just only for weekend projects or proof of concept or prototyping? If we recruit vibe coders, will they ever understand the computer science programming concept? Is it sustainable? So my take, the vibe coding is real and I think it is here to stay. It doesn't mean the coding is dead, but it means that the coding is evolving. You do not need programmers who can crack a lead code challenge to reverse a string, and you don't need them to know a while loop syntax to build real world applications. If a vibe coder can be a 10x dev, people are going to hire them. The new guardrails, new security scans, and the DevOps practices, all these will evolve around this, and new engineering discipline will emerge, just like it always has. And for those who argue that a programmer should know the fundamentals, how many of us truly understand memory structures, compilers, or data structures beyond the syntax sugar of high level languages? Let's be real. Does anyone today write in assembly language? Does anyone truly start from the scratch anymore?
If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe. Thank you very much.